Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Press the Action Button podcast here on digital-delirium.com. As always, I am your host, Joystick. With me this week is Gameface. Say hello, Gameface. That's you. Also with me this week is Slackerchan. Somebody pass a mic to Slackerchan.
Yeah, D-pad.
I can't tell you the password to your computer.
Tech support stories. Yeah,
you
D-pad ate one of our microphones last time.
The microphone ain't the microphone.
Yeah, that barely was like that wasn't picking you up for shit. Look at that.
You gotta talk louder, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk loud. Anyway, say hello, D-pad. I think I owe you guys an explanation as to why there was no episode last week. Okay, we did record an episode, and then I went to edit the damn thing, and fucking the sound quality was absolutely horrendous. It was such a gargled mess throughout 70-80% of the thing that I just had to delete the damn thing. I was not happy about that because I thought it was a good episode, and Ian had an awesome story that he told.
Oh, about the...
I did?
Chocolate World.
Oh,
Chocolate
yeah.
World.
Yeah. That was good.
So our family name, I don't know if you want to tell this again, but...
Then, this week, 3 of the 4 topics from last week are very, very important and should be covered on podcasts and shit, so we will cover them again this week. So basically, we're re-recording what we had to delete from last week. So, there you go.
You said re-re.
This occasionally, like, barely picks up my voice. Look at that. It's fucking annoying. Like, I have to talk as loud as shit into the damn thing, or it's
Let us yell at the microphones tonight.
That barely even picked up.
Yeah, see?
Tonight.
Night. Night.
Yeah, I have to get this edited because on Wednesday I am flying home, and I'm really looking forward to that. I will try to get an episode recorded, at least one episode recorded when I'm back home, and if you guys want to record one without me while I'm gone, you're more than welcome to do so.
Gone. Antelope gone. I might be that immature, but every time you talk about flying home, I just imagine you
Flapping his
flapping
arms.
like a hummingbird.
That's what I was picturing too. I'm sorry. It's most people when they say they're going across the country, they say they're going across the country. You don't say like I'm.
Well, I'm taking a plane that's flying home.
I know.
No,
we
everybody
instantly
says
get it.
that. It's just
the fact that we know who you are. It's just
the
kinda,
show's rolling, and I'm in the mood to be immature. So you're flying yourself home.
Okay, so
I'm sorry. Anyway,
why are all the fucking cups in front of you?
because you put them here. I fart to health.
Does he have one in front of him?
Yeah.
Okay, so we brewed our own beer, and it is ready to be drank. It is ready to be drank. You want to crack it?
Yeah, let's
Crack
crank
it
it.
over here.
Major Dundee.
Is he telling you? Is he telling you my name is Dende? Why are you? You're grabbing a gay one, aren't you?
Yeah, let's try the gay beer first.
Do you want to explain the gay beer
I would
first?
like to see the view from over there. Dende, na 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 dende.
Okay, so the gay beer. We made our epic fail pale ale, and we had a 2-gallon keg of it, and then we went to bottle it to let it carbonate, and there was just shy of the last bottle only filled up about 2/3 of the way. So I topped it off with Kool-Aid.
I just got the greatest idea ever.
Oh no, what?
We need to make a comic book / brewery store.
Oh,
Yes! No, seriously, I like that
When
idea.
we open it,
No.
the first beer we're making is Epic Fail Pale Ale.
Video games and beer, because they go better.
Video games-
Video
Yes.
games, and movies
Yeah.
and beer.
Double fist.
Double fist.
When our nerd powers combined, we are Captain Faggot.
Or press the action button.
I don't know.
So you've explained the gay beer,
So I
right?
topped it off with Kool-Aid, and I'm afraid it's going to explode.
Be terrible.
Wait,
Oh,
we're drinking the Kool-Aid one, or is
I
that?
want to try it.
I'm not. I don't want to try it. I don't
You
want
don't
to try
have
it.
to try it.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
staticking.
you're drowning out what everyone else is saying. Smell the Kool-Aid already. This is some ghetto beer.
Man, listen to that thing. It's just going.
Because there's so much freaking...
That's like me when I come home from work. I'm finally like, oh, I'm not around people anymore. I can finally let this
Fart?
out.
You can finally
Just
fart.
holding it in all day.
Okay, who wants to be
Actually,
the guinea
since
pig?
I've become
You.
a tech,
Okay.
I've discovered how to do silent farts. It's like, well,
Smell
of
it
course, but I'm
first.
in my own
Tell me how it
cubicle,
smells.
You know. If someone happens to come over
that
right when I
that face
fart,
said it
well,
smells awful.
They're gonna be in trouble.
Oh!
His
All I
pink.
got was
Looks like
head.
ice cream.
All I got was head.
Well, most people, that's all they do want.
Yeah, baby shirt that says all Dad wanted was a blowjob.
You sure that isn't the epic fail?
He looks disgusted.
I've been more disgusted.
That doesn't mean it sounds appetizing, though.
Man, that smells weird. Smell that.
That's what she said.
I'm not drinking that.
No, let Tim smell it. Come on.
It smells like a screwdriver, but you use beer instead
Yeah,
of.
yeah, that's exactly what it smells like.
So what does it taste like?
Not horrible. It just-
I also...
Not good.
I think it smells like a screwdriver, and I'm not talking about an alcoholic beverage.
So it smells like motor oil and other
Rust.
things and
Motor
grease.
oil and
Sawdust.
And grease.
Good movie.
Motor oil is a good movie? No, I know what you
It
meant.
should be. Parody of
We
Grease.
need to write motor oil the movie.
No, a parody of Grease called Lube.
There's probably like a porno parody of it called Lube. Would you be surprised? Grease the
that's
porno.
actually
Lube.
Not terrible. The only thing that makes it suck is how much the Kool-Aid sucked, because it wasn't really Kool-Aid, it was like mini-mart generic stuff.
Never go with that.
It was
Always buy the real stuff.
fruit punch.
You are just.
It was fruit
Slacker
punch.
Chan over here is just being a rock star today, dude. If you had a camera set up, you would see him. You would see him grabbing the microphone and getting all into it. Like everything he's said so far is just like, wow, rock and roll. I wanna rock. Rock.
Oh, come on. That was the worst backup ever. Thank you.
Soaring through the air like an eagle, piloting a blimp. Sorry. that was a fat joke. I apologize. That's from Portal 2.
Hey. The people who listen to this podcast
Your mom is a
probably
fat
know where
joke.
that's from.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go grab the other beer so we can have something to drink?
Oh, screws you all off. I like the Kool-Aid beer.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
Oh!
Wait a minute, Murderface. This thing is sponsored by the freaking church. Murderface!
Okay, I just got the greatest idea for a fan animation ever. Nappa versus Murderface.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea.
Who wants to crack it while we hold like a mic to it?
I make the sandwiches. Whoa, that guy doesn't do anything.
Oh.
And there you have it.
Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid.
Added to the effervescence, yes.
I'm surprised that bottle didn't explode. I mean, did you hear how long it was venting?
Do you see how this bottle looks different than that bottle?
Yeah, I thought that was because there was Kool-Aid in it, though.
No, I mean the shape of the bottle. See how there's no indentation
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
It's because it bulged out. Filling up with gaseous pressure again. Oh man, we got really
Thank-
quiet there.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, it was an awkward silence we're gonna have to edit out. Do we edit out the awkward silences?
No.
Yes, I do.
That's no fun.
I don't think you should. Because then you're not giving the truth.
There are certain times when an awkward silence is necessary, like it adds to the, presentation. But
D-pad used to edit when we did our talk show in our dad's living, in our dad's computer den one time. The
all
Bob
times.
Show.
Yeah, I used to add
And
silences
you
sometimes.
added and you switched words around and you clipped out the brief pauses in between words to make it sound like we were talking really fast.
Well, what do you think you were? A Fox interviewer?
Hey, I didn't change the truth around.
He changed the truthiness.
The truthiosity.
Those were good times.
You can go get one more. Or you can drink the gay beer. Which do you want to do?
Drink the gay beer.
Mix it with the straight beer.
Oh, buy beer.
Buy beer.
Here's another awkward silence that we're...
I'm a little Biberius.
I'm a little Tiberius.
It tastes kind of grapey.
It's a little bit cidery because
Yeah.
I think the yeast may have died prematurely,
Yeah.
so it
something
didn't
went
ferment 100%.
Something went wrong.
No.
You know what? It's our first
Something
attempt,
went
and it
right. I like it. I mean, I like it.
No,
kinda-
no, it was supposed to be a pale ale.
Making a fail beer.
We succeeded at making a fail beer, but it was
Yeah.
supposed to be a pale ale, and it does not taste like a pale ale, so it's not perfect.
We have patented the fail ale.
We need to brew fail ale. I really
We
like
did
that
brew
idea,
fail
Ian.
ale. That is
I
a
really
damn
like
good
that idea.
Only
No,
problem
there's-
is, you know how expensive it is to get a liquor license?
Oh yeah, probably not worth.
It's actually almost $1 million.
Jesus
for a
Christ.
liquor
Yeah.
license. Yeah. Yeah.
Why
I
is it
could
so damn
imagine that.
expensive?
Well,
Because governmental global flobal wobble
Does
bits.
I was gonna
liquor-
guess because
does-
Pennsylvania.
Does liquor include beer?
Yeah.
But beer's not liquor.
That's a good point.
Well,
I don't know. Let's find out.
Ask
the
Tim
lawyer.
fights the law.
maybe we should take Pennsylvania to Supreme Court for not
Tim-
actually being a
Tim
state.
fought a box. and
Yes.
The box won.
Hey, I destroyed that box.
What box?
There was no solid snake in it. It was just box.
You treated it like there was a solid snake in there, though. You ripped it to Kingdom Come.
Okay, so we get to the first topic.
No.
That's boring.
It's 13 minutes in. We got to get to the topics eventually. There's only 4 of them,
Let's make it 15.
so we have plenty of time to yap.
All right, well, let's just get to the topic because we usually talk about it for like 2 minutes before going off on something
Tangent.
related anyway.
Point.
On a tangent.
Let's pod this cast.
Okay, Resident Evil Mercenaries for the 3DS has one save file, and you cannot delete it. This was causing several retailers to refuse to take it in as a trade-in. Capcom appealed this, and most of the retailers revoked this and will now take it as a trade-in. But what is the point in trading this game in? So think about it. If you trade in a copy with everything unlocked, you can't delete that save file and
Yeah.
play
Yeah,
through it
that's dumb.
again. You can't do it.
So wait, your save file goes with the CD?
No,
It's a
cartridge.
3DS game.
Oh, okay.
It's a cartridge.
Well, I thought for the 3DS, I thought they were just little CDs inside
No, that's the
little.
PS.
That's the PSP.
Oh,
You ever
okay.
seen a 3DS cartridge? It's like a postage stamp.
Okay, cool.
It's the same size as the DS cartridge, basically.
What prompted them that this would be a good idea?
Best guess is they're trying to combat used game sales because there's been a lot of bullshit policies trying to combat used game sales lately. Like the online pass thing that EA and THQ have done where you cannot play the online portion of the game unless you buy the game brand new. And if you buy it used, you have to pay $10 to get the pass that will allow you to play online.
That I can see that, but
Yeah, that's reasonable. I mean, it
that's
still kind of
within
sucks, but
reason.
It's more reasonable
Yeah.
than this.
but yeah,
Yeah.
that is ridiculous.
watch
because,
2 people buy the game.
Okay, I hate GameStop as much as everyone else, and the major.
Well, this doesn't just
the,
hurt
the
GameStop, this hurts-
middleman game sellers. I don't like them. They rip people off and making a ton of money off of the used games. But that, regardless, that's not right. What's wrong with selling used games?
And you know what else is going to really
a lot
hurt
of people are still going to buy new games.
I mean, there's a lot of people out there that will rent games for a week from something like GameFly and then return it. They will rent this game and they will get a copy with everything unlocked and everything already beaten, and they won't be able to do that.
Yeah, GameFly won't even be able to carry the game because they'll have to keep buying a new one every time someone requests it.
It defeats the whole purpose of renting the game. Who's going to want to rent a game when everything is already done?
How many people are just going to be like, I'm not going to play this game, it might be the greatest game ever, but I'm not, just because this is really
Dildos?
dumb. Yes,
Yeah.
dildos.
A little bit of postscript to this story is Capcom has since stated, yeah, this was a bad idea and we're not going to do it again. So, at least they're learning something. But they should have never done this in the first place. It's a stupid idea, and someone should have said, this is dumb. This is really, really dumb.
Addendum. Ah!
No.
Future on the reference.
Not only that, but like even if you get a copy for yourself, you buy it, you play through it once, and you're done. You can't delete your save file and play through it a second time. No, people will buy this game, they will play through it, and then they won't be able to delete their save file and play through it again. This eliminates replayability completely.
I think we covered that.
This is, I can't, for the life of me, I cannot figure out what the hell Capcom was thinking when they did this.
Well, what were they thinking when they're like, let's charge people $35 to change the outfits on their Street Fighter characters?
Okay, yeah, charging for a downloadable character pack that was only fucking costumes is really stupid. I agree. That was
added
bullshit.
moves.
And then they also pulled bullshit when they released Resident Evil 5, because Resident Evil 5 had a multiplayer that wasn't the co-op. It was a competitive multiplayer, and it was on the disc, but you could not access it until about a week after the game launched or whatever, because you had to download a thing to unlock it from the disc. You had to pay like $5 to get something that was put onto the disc. What?
What the fuck?
What?
There's like a hair in my beer.
It's a short hair. It's probably yours.
Hair fermented with the beer.
I don't know.
Probably yours.
It probably grew because the beer is so manly.
Can you guys promise me one thing?
What?
No.
Never mix Kool-Aid with beer again.
Okay.
I've tasted it. It is not horrible, I agree, but still, this is a tragedy.
I did it as a joke.
This is comedy plus tip.
Yeah. Comedy equals tragedy plus Tim.
So what is tragedy?
Comedy minus Tim?
Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Transitive property. If A plus B equals C, then A equals C.
No, that's...
No, wait.
Fail! Sick fail! Math sucks. Fuck. What do you need math for?
If math had a face, I would punch it.
Yes, we need to punch math in the face, Alex.
I get paid to do a good deal of math, though, so...
So you have a good reason to want to punch it in the face, because it'll probably frustrate you on a daily basis.
Next topic!
Hammer smash face!
Yeah, hammer smash face. Okay, the next topic is obviously this next one is huge, and it's what?
That's what she said!
Hey, chicka bop bop.
Okay,
It's just funny how your topics keep blowing away from you.
That's like a metaphor.
Yeah. The air conditioner's blowing his pages away. Okay.
In a 7-2 decision, the California gaming law that would have had violent video games treated as porn was struck down by the Supreme Court. This means that video games now have protection under the First Amendment.
In your face, Ebert. Oh, that's a different topic.
Yeah, it is.
In your face,
What?
Jack
Why?
Thompson.
Every time California does
Typical.
something that makes me happy, they turn around and do something that pisses me the right fuck off.
What'd they do that made you happy?
They recently, you know how a lot of states, especially ours, for instance, how they can't pass a goddamn, budget to save their lives
Oh, yeah.
and save all of the state's, jobs.
Go around throwing stuff at things.
Right. Well,
That
guess
really,
what?
That doesn't really affect budget doesn't really affect jobs
Do you,
all that much.
do you remember last year?
Directly, I mean.
Do you remember last year there was the whole big deal about Proposition 19 about how whether weed was going to be passed or anything?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, there was another proposition, Proposition 25, which no one paid attention to, that got passed, which was that for every day that the California state government doesn't pass, pass a budget.
The governor will sell 1 ounce of weed.
No, all the legislators, the senators, anyone from California high up who's involved in finalizing the budget, none of them will. Every day they don't get it done past the due date, they don't get paid. And
Fun.
even the guy who came up with it, who wanted it passed, even he's not getting paid. Who initially wanted it passed,
Yes.
he came up with it. And one of the one senator, I think, was complaining or something. He was bitching about it. He's like, I have to go home and tell my wife and kids I'm not able to feed them. So a bunch of people put Spam and a bunch of poor people food on his front door. Like, here, welcome to the rest of America.
Yes.
Finish the budget.
Yes.
So, like,
That's freaking time.
that's an example. I mean, like, every time California does something that makes me happy, they turn around and do something that pisses me off. And
But it didn't pass,
while
though.
New York is doing a very similar thing with their budget, thing is, though, they can actually go back. There's a way they can get the money back from those days they weren't paid. But out in California, they can't. Yeah, they can't.
Well,
And
actually, that's a little more moderate.
when I
so.
first heard about it, they had already, because they didn't pay him for something like 10 days, they had already saved like $500,000 that could go back into the state budget.
Nice.
So California, stop making me happy and then pissing me off, because that's how people decide that they want to
They
kill
can't
you.
piss you off with this law anymore because
It died.
it died.
Then it died.
They still tried. That's enough to warrant the
Yeah,
anger.
this took like 2 or 3 years to finally reach this fucking decision. It's about freaking time, Every
And in the
single
meantime,
level of the
they've-
court was like, yeah, we're striking this down. Yeah, we're striking this down. Yeah, we're striking this down. Yeah, we're striking this.
California, what's your deal? You don't. You
what
weren't hit with 2 nuclear weapons during a war. You didn't get hit by a plane into one of your buildings. You've never had anything really bad ever happen to you other than a few little earthquakes. Stop
Whoa,
bitching
whoa.
about things.
Dude, look, they got the worst earthquakes out there.
They shouldn't
Tell
be
that to
living
Japan,
there then.
dude. Tell that to
Seriously.
Japan.
Did you ever see any Native Americans living in most of the land that was California? No, very little of it was
Blame
populated.
San Andreas. It's all his fault. That was a pun.
So
by the
anyway,
way.
this is huge for the gaming industry. They can continue to work without worrying about being sued by idiots like Jack Thompson,
Typical.
or just trying to typical who are trying to take down violent video games. And
Vileo.
it should all be over by now. Anytime someone tries to bring this up in court, they'll probably just be laughed back out of it. Like, nope, it's U.S. law now. Go away.
Stricken. So
Hey,
stricken.
I have a theory. Take away a lot of the violent entertainment, I guarantee crime rates will go up.
Yeah, I'd buy it.
That's not the reason why people crime rates are out of control in this nation. It's not. And
Kind of hard to say.
you know,
why.
honestly, I would be fine if they got. I think they would be. I would be fine if they took away violence from entertainment. If they put back some of the sex into it.
Hey, BioWare is. You can have sex with a lot of people in some of BioWare.
I still like those dystopian, futuristic B movies where they portray it's like, you can buy hookers at supermarkets and stuff. That always cracks me up. I don't know where that fit in, but
It fit in because we all need post-apocalyptic B-movies so we can appreciate what we actually have.
Word.
Because at any given moment, we could be converted back to a third world country.
That is not picking you
You mean
up
we
for
haven't
shit.
already?
Yeah, we're not because like there's food on the table and like
Whoa. People in third world countries can still get food on their table.
No.
Some people do.
Right.
You know, in Haiti they eat mud pies.
You know, in Haiti they have faster internet than here. I know. But they do in
this
Brazil.
particular
They do
house?
in
Yeah, I'll
Brazil.
buy that.
I don't know if Brazil is really a third world country, though. They got problems, but
They got evil dictators and drug lords, true, but
in Brazil.
really,
I was thinking more
somewhere in
like
South America.
Colombia. You're thinking.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, but Brazil probably has it too. But Brazil has a lot of cool stuff going for it too.
True.
I don't think they
Especially
have
the
all-
women.
they don't
Especially
have-
the women.
I don't think they have it. Yeah.
Sao
Yeah.
Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
Whatever.
They got it. They got some cool places
And,
to go.
Rio de Janeiro.
So
Yeah.
California basically stopped going from being Falco to Slippy back and forth.
You know what this is? You know,
I'd rather you
This
be
is like-
Falco.
they already have
Flacco.
the ESRB, which rates video games, and it's easy to look and see what kind of content you can expect from a video game just by looking at the back of the box. It's not hard. And you know who should be doing the parenting? The parents,
I agree
not
with
the
this.
government.
And don't tell me
Up
that.
top.
Don't anyone parent who claims no with the technology, kids can easily get around it. Bullshit. Because
Punch 'em
for
in the
instance,
balls.
I've been at this tech job for only a month now. Well, earlier like half a week ago, some kid was nerd raging on one of my colleagues, Tom, right across from me, because he was
I
nerd
love nerd
raging on
rages.
him because the port for WoW was blocked and the MAC address to his PS3 was blocked as well, gaining access to the internet. And he was trying to he wanted him to re-enable it. It's like, sorry, I can't help you. You're not on this account. Your name's not on this account. The account holder has it, so that port and MAC address are blocked, and that no one else can re-enable it but her. And specifically, there's a note saying if you contacted in, we definitely weren't supposed to. And he just kept nerd raging on him. And guess what, kid?
What
You're
kind of-
not getting back onto WoW your PS3. And my point being is that parent was being responsible. So don't.
That's what other parents need to
Oh,
learn
wait,
to
they
do.
blocked it? Like the parents blocked it?
Yeah,
Oh,
they,
okay.
without taking away the internet itself, they called in and said, is there a way I can block specifically his PS3 from getting online and WoW from connecting?
Maybe,
And they were like,
maybe-
yeah,
I wonder if it was
here.
that same kid who like stuck a remote in his bum.
No, I highly doubt.
What?
Oh, it was funny. It's
The-
this kid. Well, it's this kid freaking out because his parents canceled his WoW account.
We should watch it
And he's
later.
like thrashing his arm. He's like 12 years old, or maybe even older. And he's
No, I think he was like
thrashing around.
14.
He's acting like
At the time.
Sebastian, basically. And at one
Oh
point, he
my
like
gosh.
No, this
throws
kid has
himself on the
serious
bed.
anger issues.
He has this remote, and he's like hitting himself with the remote, and then he looks like he's about to stick it up his butt for a second. And they made a remix of it too. That
Oh
Kirby
my
song.
god.
Yeah.
Kirby, yeah.
And he's going,
At one point, he just enters the closet, exits the closet, and goes back to raging.
But we don't know. I think he went, ripped off all his clothes in the closet or something. But best part is, his little brother left the camera in the room when that happened. And best part is,
He says to the camera, he's like, oh my god, my brother's gonna be coming in here and throwing a nerd rage. It's gonna be incredible. And then
Yeah.
hides the camera and then leaves.
the best part though is the fact that the little brother, because they got that YouTube video got really popular. He like actually dedicated it as a director's channel. Like I forget, I think he called it freak out videos or something like that. And he just started a whole channel where he would record his brother freaking out about
So
things.
it's like the new Tourette's guy.
Kinda, except this is definitely not staged.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Wow.
and it is really some of the stuff's hit or miss, honestly, but some of the other rages, well, obviously not as good as that first one, are still good. Like when his favorite fighter in UFC lost, he started punching holes in his door.
I saw like one guy raging about Halo. I remember a video guy raging. No, you idiot! Get out of the fucking tank! Get out of the fucking tank! I want to fucking drive it on it.
Wait, oh my god, real quick, I forgot that same kid, the WoW kid who tried to shove the remote up his ass. Two things real quick. One, the one time they gave him like a used pickup truck for his birthday, and I think it was the wrong color or something. Something about it pissed him off, so he immediately grabbed a baseball bat and just started breaking the windows in there. And this was a car he just got as a birthday present.
What a prick.
Yeah, and another time his grandma was telling him to like was watching him and told him to stop watching TV or something. He started yelling back at her, mouthing off and stuff, and started throwing a fit and breaking things. So she's like, "That's it, I'm leaving. You can go shove another remote up your ass or something."
Oh, deny.
Yeah. I was like, wow, your grandma just said that to you.
Okay.
His grandmother will make your mother jokes.
Okay, are any of you familiar with Project Rainfall?
Yes.
Is that where rain falls?
No.
Sorry,
Yes.
no. Sorry. What?
I know
Becoming
I
as
know
early as
you and
2000.
him might be familiar with it because you might remember us talking about it last week.
Why'd you ask?
Sorry. Well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a beer.
Okay.
Get me one too.
Black out the
Give me one too,
break and tans.
would you?
25. 100. 100. Exactly 100.
I need 100 beers. Exactly 100. Okay. Should I wait till he gets back to talk about... I should wait till he gets back to talk about Project Rainfall.
Let's call that intermission.
Ow! I guess you could call it intermission.
He says yeah, because it's the beginning of We Won't Get Fooled Again.
Yeah! It's such an awesome song, too.
Yeah, it is.
You know what else is an awesome song? Bat Out of Hell.
Yeah. Yeah, he was listening to Meatloaf today, and we were all like, WTF, mate? And he's like, it's awesome. And I was like, yeah, it is.
And you're like, this sounds like Meatloaf. I was listening to Bat Out of Hell, and he's like, this sounds like Meatloaf. I was like, it is fucking Meatloaf.
I don't think these guys are Meatloaf fans. You guys Meatloaf fans?
I love eating meatloaf, especially with ketchup on it.
That's a joke.
The rock opera
yeah.
guy.
The Ropra guy.
Maybe.
D-Pad, do you like meatloaf?
Not the kind our mom cooks, and not really the musician either. But I like him as a person because I've seen movies with him in it. Like Rocky Horror. He's a good guy.
He's frozen.
Oh no!
I was frozen today.
Your beer farted.
Always farts.
Okay, and I'm going to talk about Project Rainfall. Okay, Nintendo currently has no plans of releasing The Last Story, Xenoblade, and Pandora's Tower in the United States. And these are three highly anticipated JRPGs coming to the Wii. So fans are appealing this with Nintendo and what they call Project Rainfall. What they're doing is they are posting en masse on Nintendo's Facebook page, on Nintendo of America's Facebook page, and their Twitter account requesting the game. Now, generally, they want people that participate in this to be nice when they request this, but I'm sure there are a lot of people that are like, no, fuck you, bring it here, being mean and stuff. So if you're going to take part in this, be nice about it. People are much more likely to listen to you if you're not being a dick.
Kill him with kindness. That's the only way you can do
Fire.
it.
And
That or a live walk, a live rally. Like walk, get a bunch of people together, go to their corporate office, and be like, "We're gonna pee on your door."
Demand
Give us.
okay,
Yeah, demand either the game or a lifetime supply of cake for everyone there.
Now, it's interesting to note that the game Last Story is from Mistwalker, so it's Hironobu Sakaguchi, who created Final Fantasy.
You said SAG.
Can you say that name again?
That was the name?
That name again.
Say the name again.
The name again.
Ah! It's Nobusaka Gucci.
Hironobu Sakaguchi.
You said Sag and Gooch.
Okay, anyway. He says that if this game is not successful, it will be his last game. I can't confirm that this is definitely
sounds
true.
like a sore sport.
I can't confirm that this is definitely true or not, but I know that's what he said, and I don't want that to happen. By not bringing it to the United States, Nintendo of America is making a stronger case for this game to not succeed. If you bring it to the United States, there's a higher chance that it will succeed, right? Should I just pause this while he's on the phone?
No.
Okay.
I said that already.
Also, if you want to go on YouTube, look up K-Wing. His username on YouTube is Nightwing, Night with a K. And Nightwing01. Look up his account. Look through his recent posts and find his video that is about a petition for this. I know online petitions usually don't do a lot of good, but at the same time, this one can't hurt, and I really, really, really want to play the last story. I really want to play the last story.
By the way, fellas, what was that Christmas girl who they're voting for the WNBA?
That'll probably be over by that, but Karima Christmas. I forget who she plays for. Screw Attack is putting forth something they're calling Christmas in July, because the WNBA All-Star Game is in July, and they are trying to get a rookie named Karima Christmas into it just because her name is Christmas. So they're having... Do you have the... Look the number up on your phone right quick.
I officially hate the concept of Christmas in July. Not because it was created by corporations for the sake of capitalism, but because when I worked at KB Toys as my first job, starting in summer, in the beginning of June they started Christmas in July, retardedly enough.
Yeah, we're not talking about that Christmas in July.
And for 3 months I heard nothing but Christmas music. In the middle of summer, the same 12 songs over and
You've
over
texted a lot
again.
since then.
I'm sorry, I just know nothing about this
I don't
game.
know the number. It's like... What was
69622?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, guys, text Christmas to 69622. Do it.
Do it. Support Stuttering Craig. Check. He's doing it right now. He's doing it right now. Look at that. Go D-pad.
What are
Make
we-
this shit happen.
I'm confused. I got lost here. What are we supporting?
Karima Christmas for the WNBA All-Star
Karima
Game.
Christmas. I think she plays for the Washington. 69622.
But what exactly about her are we supporting her? Like,
They're
Her
trying
name's
to get
Christmas.
her. They're trying to get her voted into the WNBA All-Star Game as a starter, and
As a
they
joke.
vote for the starters. And this whole thing is kind of a joke, but I think it's funny. She gets 5 points a game,
okay.
so I think
That's like-
I think it would be hilarious to have a starter who gets 5 points a game in the All-Star game.
Wow.
But
Do it. Do it. Do it,
Stuttering
faggot.
Craig has
Do it
reposted.
for the starving children.
Yes, do it for the starving children, Tim.
Text it.
Come on,
Yeah.
Tim.
Just text Christmas to 69622.
Maybe in another year.
That's gay.
I'll
No,
do it
bitch,
later.
now,
I don't feel
bitch.
like doing it now.
Okay.
I'll do it when I want to.
We're doing it live!
Okay. Anyway,
Fuck
back
it.
to Project Rainfall. I really, really want this game, so if you guys would participate in this or find K-Wing's petition and sign it, it would be greatly appreciated by me and everybody else here at Press the Action button.
No offense, but petitions usually don't do jack
Yeah, I
shit.
already said that.
Even if you have 100 million people signing it.
I already said that. And last I checked, the petition had about 10,000 signatures, which is a fairly good amount for about a week.
What song was it that they got something like 100,000 people to sign it, and like they got a lot of high up people like in the entertainment industry to sign on it too. It was to get a song played in School of Rock that the band never ever would let any of their music in the movie until that.
I could not tell you. I could not tell you.
Whatever. Anyway,
I really support this. So I mean, go if you're gonna go on their Facebook for Nintendo of America, leave a nice message. Don't troll, because trolling, they'll probably just see that and be like, "Ah, fuck you," and ignore it. Ah, fucking mosquitoes. Right, Ian?
Fucking mosquitoes.
These fucking mosquitoes.
is this the password for your computer or your email account?
Yes.
Yes.
We've been stupid tech support stories all week.
It's pretty funny.
It is funny, but hey, the stories from this are much better than stories from FedEx. Yes.
I'll tell you one
Yes.
other. I promise you one other thing. When I post this on the website, I will save you guys time. Give you a direct link to the video so you can sign the petition, and hopefully you will participate in this. Maybe I'll drop links to their
Grapefruit
Facebook
diet.
and Twitter.
Sorry. Use a beer. Grapefruit diet.
Sorry,
Gonna
Joystick.
eat them
no one
till
really
they
cares
come
about
out of
the-
my
about the
ear.
Xenosaga.
It's not Xenosaga, it's Xenoblade.
I was close.
I've never played either Xenosaga or Xenoblade, but I once saw an animation for it,
Wait,
and the
is- you
animation
You
looked
care about
horrible.
Hironobu Sakaguchi, though.
Hironobu Sakaguchi! Man, that makes me want sushi.
He created Final Fantasy. You like Final Fantasy, right?
E.
I do.
Sakaguchi, old man.
He made Xenosaga also.
No, he created Final Fantasy.
Oh.
Take what out?
Nothing. Anyway.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
So wouldn't you care about this to support him as a developer then? For making so many great games over the years?
Yeah, but he's going downhill with the Final Fantasy series.
He's no longer participating in the Final Fantasy series.
Pwned.
I don't know. In Final Fantasy X, my famous quote from Waka when he announces that this would be his last game, he says, "This will be my last Blitzball game, win or lose, win or lose." It sounds like Yoba Sakaguchi is
Hironobu Sakaguchi.
Hironobu Sakaguchi is basing this on how well it goes. It shouldn't depend on how many people buy it. Like, a game shouldn't be about that. It should be about he has an image in his head, and if he wants to get it out, then he should get it out.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's been
and who
doing that
loses
for
the game?
I hope he
We all lost
understands.
it. But he's been doing that now for like 30 years.
Isn't that...
Hold on, wait,
Isn't
wait,
that
hold on.
worth
I
living
want him-
for?
25 years.
Isn't that worth dying for?
Look, if he wants to retire, that's fine, whatever. But I want him to understand. Even if he takes the back, anyone who's a fan of his work now is no longer going to see him as an artist, or even someone who just wanted to make games because he liked it, or as an entertainer. Now they just see him as a guy who's trying to make money. That's
That
it.
makes him, yeah, exactly. It makes him look like he's just a corporate machine. He's like, well, if this doesn't do good, then I'm done. No, it's not what it's about.
Well, he's not about, like, just making money. I mean,
Metal Gear. I'm sorry, but look at Metal Gear Solid 2, and he got a lot of flack for that. But
he also got a lot of money from it.
he even said, "I'm not going to make one anymore after this," but he did anyway. Not because of the fans, but for himself too. And he was like, "Oh, I'm done after 3," and he still did 4 anyway. He promised the fan the only thing he promised was he would tie up the story. And honestly, 4, as far as money wise, did even worse than 2. But you know what, Hideo Kojima, he's not like, "Well, it did bad. I'm just gonna give up." No, he's like, "Well, look, I did my best. I've been wanting to go to some kind. I've been wanting to make a new series for years. I'm moving on from Metal Gear. I'm giving it to all my proteges. They got it. I'm sure they can handle it. You know, but you don't just give up because. I mean, Hideo Kojima. How many years has he been doing now? Like
About as
23.
long.
23 years.
About as long, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Isn't that what started the whole Final Fantasy series in the first place? Like, he was like, "This is Final Fantasy. This is my
No.
last game." my last
no,
work."
they thought it might. They named it that
thought their
because they
company
thought
was
it was
going
going to
under.
be their last game because they thought they were going to go under.
Right. So, don't you think
him
he would have?
specifically.
That was.
But then it was a success, and he continued to do work, to do his job, to make works of art. So, don't you think he learned his lesson after that?
Well,
Don't
I
you
mean,
think-
everyone
or
has
is
to
he
retire.
trying for
Everyone
that
has to
luck
retire
again, like-
eventually, but
But he obviously has talent at what he does.
well, I think he wants people to appreciate all the hard work and stuff that he's going to. And for the large part, Mistwalker has been ignored since their creation, which is kind of sad because he's such a talented developer.
Was Miss
Look,
Walker?
I'm not. For instance, I
His company
bought
after he left Square in like 2000.
on that note of people appreciating something. I bought World of Warcraft. Played it for a month. I thought it was a good game. I thought it was a very well game. I thought it was very well designed. You could tell a lot of hard work went into it, a lot of money. A lot of people's lives obviously went into that game. But it wasn't for me. I thought it was a good game, but I particularly just wasn't into it. I didn't like it. So I didn't play it. Now, if no one buys his game because they simply don't like it, not because it wasn't a well-designed game. People could still appreciate it as a well-designed game, but if it's a bad game just because, well, it's a bad game, well, then tough titties.
I don't think he's
you
ever
wanna
made a bad game.
Well, then whatever. It's just then if it's because you want to retire. Don't try to make an excuse. Be like, oh well, I
think
can.
he's kind of-
I can
think he's
still
like-
make more money out of this. I
I
guess
think
I'll
he's
keep
a lot
telling
like
it.
Brett Favre, where he's kind of fumbling around with the idea of retiring in his head for years and years, and he's not 100% sure if he wants to.
Timmy, your hair
Like
looks
he
really
think-
Italian right now.
Like he'll think, he'll think that he wants to retire, and then he'll go, oh wait, then he'll
Now I don't
not
do
make a game
anything.
for a few years, and he'll go, damn, I miss making games. I think that might be what he does. Ozzy does the exact same thing.
That might be what he does.
Ozzy does the exact same thing. I mean, he won't make an album for like 5 years, and you go, fuck, I miss making music and touring, and then he'll make a new album.
I love back when they had the Osbournes on, like right before he went out for Ozfest. He was bitching about. He's like, "I'm tired of people fucking remembering me for the fucking bat, because I bit a bat off the head. It was a fucking
He beat
accident."
a bat off a head.
No, that's how it's. I was trying to sound like him, and yeah, it's like, I'm tired of people fucking remembering me. We bat a head off bat. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't even think it was real. People need to stop doing that shit. He was like pissed because they wanted him to bite the head off a fake bat on stage. He's like, I'm not doing it. And he lit. Yeah.
The original, the first
the
time.
first time, the original. No, people had thrown crazy shit on stage all the time, like living and dead animals too. And someone threw up a dead bat, and he thought when he saw it come up, hit the stage and everything, to him,
Oh, he's like high and
I'm
stuff.
not sure. Well, I don't think he was that high, but
Back in the day.
Yeah, he's
This was like in the
high.
80s. He was high as shit.
He was
Whatever.
high in the
He
80s.
picked it up. He thought it was fake, and he thought it was a rubber bat. So he went and bit the head off of it. And the first thing he realized was rubber doesn't come off that easily. And then he was like, and then he in his mind he's like, he realized that was real. And he immediately after he spit it out went off stage, went straight to the hospital and got a bunch of checkups because he bit the head off a fucking bat. And he was not trying to bite the head off of a real bat.
Okay,
But anyway,
we have one
my
story left.
point being was, yeah, Ozzy's fucking crazy. He would bitch about things, and then as soon as he would get out on stage, He'd be rocking out. And
Well, he
get all-
loves the crowd.
and he'd
He
be
loves
like-
the energy. He
and
just
at the
doesn't
end-
want to be remembered for biting the head off a bat.
I know, but
He wants to be remembered for crazy.
That's how he started, and
They
then
took-
he went on bitching about, I'm not going out there, I'm not doing it, and he
It's-
does it
it's
all the
just-
time.
it's-
But then afterwards, he's like, oh, I'm glad I did it.
He recommended that I wear a pompadour hat. I thought he said, bite the head off a bat, and the rest is history.
Okay, we have one last topic. The U.S. Senate has put forth a new bill called S978,
Ah, that bill.
which could label people who stream video games in one form or another as criminals.
So there'll
So
be no more
people
Let's
who
Plays.
people who do Let's Plays, people who do
Walk speed
video
runs.
game reviews, people who do speed runs, people who do live streams of video games
Criminalized.
for charity or otherwise could be labeled as a criminal if this gets passed. I think the bill is largely to combat, like, you know how people will record TV shows and then post them online?
Right.
And record movies and then post them online for people to download and watch? I think it's trying to combat that kind of thing.
Yeah, but
The bill is so vague.
people don't go, oh, I don't want to play that game now, I watched someone else play it.
That makes me want to buy a game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
So-
that's the thing. That's how the people should look at it, like, you know what? Maybe our sales have increased because of Let's Plays. Maybe people go watch the first
I
or
honestly-
2 episodes of a Let's Play and go, that looks cool.
I
want to buy
honestly
that.
can't even see anyone, even people at EA and Capcom going, Let's Play and all this is somehow hurting our sales. I cannot see even
Yeah.
them saying
I
that.
don't think it's
So
helping
I
anyone.
hope representatives...
Free advertising.
Yeah, I hope representatives from every major game company, and even the small ones, show up and be like, don't you do this. This is going to hurt our sales. This is going to hurt the economy.
This is gonna, like, this could potentially effectively kill off the entire independent gaming press. So if you have like a blog where you post videos of games and things like that, you would not be able to do that anymore.
This would kill the nerd. Don't kill the nerd. Save the nerd.
Potentially, it could hurt us too. I mean, it could even affect like podcasts like us.
The
'Cause
whole industry could raise the price of games. Oh. Yeah, it could hurt the whole industry. It could raise the prices of.
yeah, this thing is really dumb beyond
You know,
belief.
the gaming industry is one of the few things that's still going strong in this country. Why
You know what
would you
else
want to
this is
hurt
gonna
it?
You know who else this is going to hurt?
Matt Damon.
This is going to hurt people
Matt
like
Damon.
the nostalgia critic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he mostly does movies.
Well,
so-
A lot of people in the gaming
This is just
community
like
don't care.
This is
Yeah.
just copyrighted material. Period.
Are you
It
serious?
says copyrighted. The
What, so
bill
people
says
can't do-
copyrighted material. It does not specify.
So you couldn't do like an MST3K of a movie.
You couldn't do an
kind of-
MST3K of a movie. You can't do reviews of movies. You can't do joke reviews of movies.
Can you even do text reviews still, or
Well,
no?
yeah. I'm
text
sure you could.
reviews wouldn't use the copyrighted material from the movie itself, so I don't see why that wouldn't. But like our podcast uses music from games, so I mean it could affect us.
I have a question. Can you sell at like text reviews if you have a reviews of something and you do it in text? Can you have a subscriber list or something like that? Like you have to pay to see your written opinion?
You know what else this would
Or
snuff
does
out?
that violate copyright laws? I'm
You know what else this
curious
would
about
snuff
that.
out? YouTube poop. There would go about 2/3 of YouTube.
Yeah,
There we go.
about
2/3 of the
you-
internet.
Yeah.
About 2/3 of YouTube, a whole shitload of stuff on Blip. I mean, all these funny
Can
people
I
that we
make a
love, like the
prediction
nostalgia
right now?
critic, the
It's not.
angry video game nerds, Spoonie, Linkara, Angry Joe, Classic Game Room. All these things
The
would be
Spoonie
affected.
video game critic.
Okay.
Nintendo Capri Sun, Batman 9502.
Okay, let's say regardless of the fact that this is an obvious violation of the First Amendment,
It is.
besides that, even if it was passed, no one would listen to it. They would have to be trying to arrest a lot of people And if they actually did start arresting people and incarcerating for this, there would be massive protests.
And
You would see Anonymous actually come out of the woodwork for
And do
real.
something.
The
Do
real
something
Anonymous, not the 5 douchebags who brought down the PlayStation Network. Anonymous. No, Anonymous is anyone. No, Anonymous is anyone who ever posted one single post anonymously. I'm anonymous. You're anonymous. No. Anonymous says those 5 guys were not anonymous. They had a face. They're like,
Anonymous.
oh, we hacked your network. We did it. We're
Anonymous.
anonymous. No, you're claiming you're anonymous, so you're not anonymous. When you claim yourself as something,
Anonymous.
you're no longer anonymous. Even if
Anonymous.
it's anonymous.
Please
Anonymous.
stop. Please stop. Please stop.
PSN.
Please stop.
I just wanted to get to the hack and PSN part.
Okay.
I can die happy now. Yeah.
This would also violate parity and fair use.
Parity and fair use?
This would violate parity and fair use clauses. Okay, as far as this streaming bill goes, I doubt this thing is going to pass. More than likely, they're going to see how incredibly vague this is, realize it's unconstitutional, and put it in for a rewrite.
Well,
I don't know what's going to happen to it.
The Patriot Act or the the healthcare bill. So
You know why the Patriot Act passed as soon as it did?
people were scared.
Yeah, because people were scared. That's the only reason.
They've probably been waiting to pass it.
Tell
Waiting
me
for the right
why
people.
Nintendo Capri Sun scares people, Alex.
Because nobody knows what he looks like.
Wait, you know.
Actually, you can find out. I think there's a picture of him on Twitter.
Wait.
Oh.
Okay.
Twitter icon
So
is a picture of
let's
it.
say this isn't passed. It's too vague. They rewrite it. They come back and then they pass something else similar. Well, guess what? They better not do it. Have they not seen how angry video gamers will get? How badly they rage at just being killed once in an online shooter when you're gonna get killed like 10,000 times throughout the span of playing the game? Seriously.
They're gonna get nerd
Like,
raged out of their ivory
Exactly.
towers.
They're literally gonna show up at Congress with like their AKs and their grenades and be like,
And they're gonna
"Let us have our
and they're gonna
videos."
set
Waving
off,
a gun and a freaking grenade around.
Yeah.
and they're gonna set off a WTF bomb, and it's gonna be like the guy
Exactly.
who was pushing that.
Seriously,
whatever game
one
it
of my
was
friends
with
who I
that.
worked with at work, he was pretty calm. He was always calming everything, real chill. And then I was playing with him on I got to play with him once on Bad Company 2, and he had a mic on. And every time he died, he was like, "Fuck, motherfucker, shot me, son of a bitch!" And I was just like, "Holy shit!"
The only time I get really, really pissed off about dying in online games is it's like I'll get pissed off if my own teammate kills me.
Oh yeah.
And that's about it. Like I was playing Mag once, right? You're familiar with Mag. You start off in a base at the very beginning. One of my own teammates gassed the entrance to the base, so you could not leave the spawning point without getting hurt.
Wait, for the record, I've seen you get pretty mad at Mega Man too, so. I will smother you in your
Well, I was
sleep
talking
with a
about
pillow.
online games. I was talking about online games, but Mega Man
was
Legends 2
smart.
pissed me off by being really, really difficult.
I'll never forget when you tried to jump and hurtle over that laser beam, and you just jumped
See
a
how
little
much
bit
crap
too
I had
low.
to dodge?
You just jumped a little bit too low, and it clipped bottoms of your feet, and you did a face plant on the back of the train. And me and John just lost it.
Did you see how much crap I had to
I
dodge
don't-
on
I'm
that,
not
though?
saying it wasn't difficult. I'm just saying it was freaking
You would have been
hilarious.
raging. You would have been raging too,
It's like-
Mister. That's a jump, you douchebag.
Oh, me
You
raging
yelled
at the I want to be the guy.
Yeah.
That's a double jump! Double jump! Is it not single?
No, he
but
was
you were-
doing that.
You were
Totally.
nerd raging, and we were being polite and trying not to laugh. And then you just tripped and face planted, and we couldn't contain ourselves
That is
anymore.
why I don't want to be the guy.
But the guy shall inherit
Okay,
the
so
earth.
we're
No, I'm
at
just playing.
Where are we at?
an hour or two, so we should wrap this.
Yikes.
Well, real quick, I gotta say about team killing because you say that pisses you off.
Team
I
killing
have
does
to.
piss me
I have to confess. One time, I drank
Mai Tai?
what are they called? Mad Dogs or
Oh, yeah, Mad Dog 2020.
yeah, Mad
MD
Dog 2020 grape. I drank the whole thing and I was playing Metal Gear Online and friendly fire was enabled and after the first round I was just my regular self. unique characters were enabled, but I was myself, and like I was all like on edge, and people would come around the corner, whether they were enemy or friendly, would immediately headshot them. And I get, like half my shots were hitting friendlies.
Because you were drunk.
And my team was like, "What the hell?" But they could tell them purposely shooting at them because it was like when they would come around the corner quickly or something. And I was like, I apologize. I drank a Mad Dog. And some guy's like, oh, I can understand. Mad Dogs are always fresh. And then the next round...
What?
Yeah,
They're always fresh.
I don't know. But the next round was even worse because, like I said, unique characters were on. And I got to be Raiden. And if you've ever played as Raiden on Metal Gear Online, he's beastly. And so I was just going around swinging the sword everywhere and hitting everyone, the enemies, my teammates, and oh my god, it was hilarious. I was like laughing hysterically. My brother's like, "No, you stop laughing. You're an asshole. You're killing your teammates." I'm like, "But it is funny because I'm drunk."
Okay, so
yeah, I just had to get
an
that
hour
out.
4 now, so we gotta wrap this up.
We'll be cutting a lot out.
This has been another edition of Press the Action Button podcast here on digital-delirium.com. As always, I have been your host, Joystick, and with me this week was D-Pad. Say goodbye, D-Pad.
See you later, guys. It's been a good one. Thanks
Higmo!
for listening, Higmo.
Also this week with me was Slackerchan. Say goodbye, Slackerchan.
That's what she said.
She said goodbye.
Wait, actually, let me try that again. That's what she said.
Barbershop Quartet from Namek.
That should be the
This
name
would
of the
be a
episode.
really douchey time to die.
Yeah. You gonna say...
Anyway, yeah, say goodbye, dude.
This has been Press the Action Button. 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 Who's got the button?
Button jumps?
Pork chop sandwiches.
Press the action
Press
button.
the N.
We will talk to you guys next week.
Let us in. I think I speak for all of us when I say I understand why you folks might hesitate to submit to our demand. But here's an FYI, you're all gonna die screaming. All we wanna do is eat your brains. We're not unreasonable. I mean, no one's gonna eat your eyes. All we wanna do is eat your brains. We're at an impasse here. Maybe we should compromise. If you open up the doors, we'll all come inside and eat your brains. I don't wanna nitpick, Tom, but is this really your plan? Spend your whole life locked inside a mall. Maybe that's okay for now, but someday you'll be out of food and guns, and you'll have to make the call. I'm not surprised to see you haven't thought it through enough. You never had the head for all that bigger picture stuff. But Tom, that's what I do, and I plan on eating you slowly. All we wanna do is eat your brains. We're not unreasonable. I mean, no one's gonna eat your eyes. All we wanna do is eat your brains. We're at an impasse here. Maybe we should compromise. If you open up the door, we'll all come inside and eat your brains. I'd like to help you, Tom, in any way I can. I sure appreciate the way you're working with me. I'm not a monster, Tom. Well, technically I am. I guess I am. the doors. I guess we'll table this for now. I'm glad to see you take constructive criticism well. Thank you for your time. I know we're all busy as hell. And we'll put this thing to bed when I bash your head open. All we wanna do is eat your brains. We're not unreasonable. I mean, no one's gonna eat your eyes. All we wanna do is eat your brains. We're at an impasse here. Maybe we should compromise.